Everyone faces problems in life. Everyone faces these problems on different scales, and everyone faces these problems in different ways. Today, I'd like to share with you 2 of the theories I've developed on problem solving. First, let's use a student's example to help everyone understand better. Our student is overwhelmed with schoolwork. And again, this student could be operating on a number of different scales. Is this a student in primary school who has just been introduced to a new topic and is struggling with a new concept? Or is this student a student in medical school who is studying for their final exams? This student could be facing things on a variety of different scales, and therefore they will deal with problems in different ways. However, I believe that no matter where this student is, they will branch off into 3 different types of people. The first person is what I call the procrastinator. The procrastinator is someone who ignores the problem until they can no longer ignore the problem. This often happens when they are met with a harsh deadline or some type of examination of some sort. With our student's example, this student realizes that they are overwhelmed with schoolwork, but decides to ignore this until it is the end of a term or the end of a year, and they no longer are able to do anything about it. This for them will give the students either negative academic results. It could cause them to lose opportunities and could cause the disappointment of either the students around them, their teachers, or even their parents. However, this person does teach us one thing. This person teaches us that problems should be faced head on as soon as they come up into our lives. The second person is what I like to call the quitter. The quitter is the type of person who realizes the problem, tries to look for solutions, but then does not stick to these solutions as they should. This person is not determined to solve their problem, and therefore they are a quitter. For our student, this student realizes that they have a problem, tries to find a solution with maybe asking teachers for extra work, or asking other students for help, or maybe even creating a schedule for themselves. However, this student either does not complete the work to a good standard, or does not complete the work at all. Or they could create a schedule, but they may only follow a schedule once or twice and then give up completely. This type of person is the type of person who looks at a problem, looks at the solutions to said problem, and then gives up when solutions do not give them the right results immediately. This person sees that the solutions do not work quickly, and they give up. The third type of person is what I like to call the soldier. This person realizes there is a problem, looks for solutions to the problem, and is determined to solve this problem. So, for our student, this student realizes that they are overwhelmed with schoolwork, looks for solutions to the problem, and then sticks to this solution. This student creates a schedule and sticks to it. They do not care if they need to sacrifice some time to hang out with their friends or sacrifice some time to do something else they may like to enjoy. This person realizes that what they are determined to do and the problem they are determined to solve has a bigger importance than a small dose of dopamine. They realize that they must persevere to solve their problem. This person realizes that although a support system around you is important, and yes, a teacher giving you extra work is helpful, however, if you do not complete this work to a good standard, or if you do not complete this work at all, your future will undoubtedly be harmed. This person realizes that the problem exists and they are determined to fix this problem. If the problem is personal, this person looks at themselves and says, if I do not fix this problem, no one will. They do not rely on others entirely to solve their problem. So obviously, the best person to solve problems would be a soldier, but not only because they are the only person who has solved this problem. The soldier also learns throughout their problem solving that determination and discipline is one of the most important skills to be successful in life. This person realizes that sticking to something for a long time will give them more experience, more skill, and more adaptability in the field that they choose to go into. Now we move on to my second theory. My second theory is in relation to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For those of you who do not know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a concept in business and psychology that states that there are 5 different levels of needs. Each level of needs represents a different type of person and what type of needs this person needs to be met. For example, the first level has needs such as water, food, clothing, sleep, warmth. These are all looked at as psychological needs. They can also be classified as survival needs. The top level, or level 5, is called self-esteem needs. This is morality, creativity, anything that brings the person up and makes their life more enjoyable. These levels of the pyramid can be looked at as levels in a video game. One person cannot be in both level 2 and level 3. They are either a level 2 or they are a level 3. A person can also only move on to level 3 if they have completed all previous needs of level 2. Therefore, a player in a video game cannot both pertain to level 2 and level 3. They must be either or. Just as a player in a video game cannot be pushed on to level 3 if they have not completed all of level 2 as well. So, why is this important? This is important because I have noticed through my 2 years of studying business that businesses often look for chances to give their employees opportunities to meet certain needs of certain levels. Therefore, in purely a business setting, I believe that the higher the rank the employee, the higher they are within the hierarchy of needs. Why is this? Well, this is because that a person with lower needs usually is lower at problem solving because they are less proficient at solving the problems that are stopping them from meeting their needs. Let's look at the video game example again. In a video game, a player is faced with problems such as quests or missions to retrieve items or save other characters. This person has to overcome these problems to be able to face the adversaries that will come to them when they are moved up to a level 3. If this person does not face these problems and is not able to complete the quest or missions, they will not be able to face the problems in level 3. Therefore, this translates into the hierarchy of needs as well. A person cannot be able to face the needs and meet the needs of level 3 if they have not already met the needs of level 2. So, let's look at a store manager, for example. A store manager manages the people within their store. Therefore, their problems are relatively small scale and they have less problems to look over overall. This means that a store manager would be in the lower ranks of the pyramid. Next, we move on to a regional manager. A regional manager looks at multiple stores. They have control over a wider range of people and therefore usually have more problems coming their way. They also may have a higher complexity of problems as they have to deal with more moving parts. This person, per my theory, may be within the middle ranks of the pyramid. Next, we move on to the CEO of the company. The CEO of a company has to deal with all of its employees. A CEO of a company not only has to deal with its employees, but they also have to deal with other companies. So this person has an incredible amount of moving parts, very high complexity, and they have a lot of people to deal with. Therefore, the CEO should be the person who is most adapted and most suitable to solve problems in a quick and efficient manner. Therefore, this person should be in the highest in the hierarchy because they are the most adept at solving problems. So, to summarize, a person who has a high level of problem solving and is quick and has a high adaptability was within the higher ranks of the pyramid because they were able to solve the problems that were restricting them from meeting their needs of the lower ranks of the pyramid. So, in the end, my two theories are that A, there are 3 types of problem solvers: the quitter, the procrastinator, and the soldier. 2 is that a person needs to be able to solve the problems that are stopping them from meeting their needs, and therefore they will move up in the ranks of life. Therefore, the more problems a person solves, the higher they move in the rank of life.